Get back. Quit, Cash. Quit. It's okay. Come here. Come here, Cash. Shit. Get out.
Hey, he got burners now.
Barbara. Hey, Barbara.
It's a guinea.
This is a chicken. Come here, Cash. Come on, Cash. Quit.
Ms. Blanca, had you seen that before?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And I think maybe in prior statements or something that had you said, do you recognize voices on there?
Yes, sir.
Who do you recognize?
It's Paul, Maggie, Alec.
And previously have you said in a memo or a memorandum in interviews that you thought you may have heard another voice?
Yes, sir, I did. At a distance.
But having listened to it again, have you listened to it this week? I mean, it's not on TV. Have you seen it?
I have. There's only 3 voices: Alec, Maggie, and Paul.
So after hearing it several times, is that your conclusion?
Yes, sir.
Just a few more questions.
Yes, sir.
Would Miss Maggie Murdaugh, did she go down to the kennels at night by herself?
No, sir.
Okay. And you say that emphatically. Why do you know that?
She was scared.
Okay.
It got dark out there.
So would she go down there by herself?
No.
Did she like to go down there when it wasn't dark?
She did.
And did she like playing with the dogs?
She always took the dogs with her.
Which dogs were hers?
Grady and Bubba were always with her.
Okay. So when she was at Edisto, where would Grady and Bubba be?
She would, sometimes she would take both of them, but the majority of the time, in the last few months, she was alternating. She would take one or if not the other.
Can you tell us about the defendants? Did you ever see him with his cell phone? Alex Murdaugh, did you ever see him use his cell phone?
Yes, sir.
Can you tell the jury his habits with the cell phone? Would he have it a lot? Did he use it a lot?
Yes, sir, he did.
Okay.
He was always on his phone.
Say that again?
He was always on his phone.
And Paul, were you familiar with his habits as regarding cell phones?
Not the times that he was there at the house, he was always on his phone. If he'd go in the shower or whatever, he'd play his country music on the phone. But that's the extent that I know from what I observed being there in the house.
And when you were on June 8th, and you've talked about it, and I'm not trying to rehash that, but on June 8th of 2021, when you went to clean up the house, is that pretty much what you saw in the bathroom, the pants and the damp towel?
Yes, so there was a rug right as you step out of the shower, and there was like a slight puddle of water, a towel, a white towel, and then a pair of khaki pants.
But you didn't see any bloody clothes or anything like that?
No, sir.
Beg the court's indulgence, just a few seconds, Judge. Did this, I'm sorry, Judge. Is the individual in states? Is that individual in the courtroom?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And would you please, is it Alex Murdaugh sitting between Mr. Harper
Sitting
and
right
Mr.
there. Yes, sir.
And the record is reflecting. Thank you, Judge. Have you ever seen that shirt again?
No, sir, not to my knowledge.
Have you ever seen these shoes again that he's wearing here?
No, sir.
And the Sperry cloth, you said the Sperry shoes. Have you ever seen those again?
No, sir.
That's all. Thank you.